Boom, I'm back, everybody. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's have some fun here. We're going to go get into some trouble here in 7 Days to Die. We're going to take a wander around our base. Got me some strawberries. Trying to be good, trying to be good. I'm going to have me one right now. I'm going to have me one right now. Bada bang. Dang, those are good. Dang, those are good. All right, so hey, it's about daytime. Now we don't have to walk around in the dark. Awesome, awesome. Thanks for hanging out. I see Dino Guy hanging out in there. Nefster hanging out as well. Oh, coming in, the Crazy Aussie has dropped the 5-month resub love here on the channel. Make sure to show him lots of love in the chat. Hi, love, GG. Thank you so much, Crazy Aussie. Thank you so much for all the love. Huge, long-time supporter of the stream. Show him a massive amount of love in the stream, please, everybody. Give him some love using that Amazon Prime. I appreciate it. Appreciate it big time. Now, if you're just coming into the channel first, welcome to the channel. If you're here for the very first time, make sure to hit that new, subscriber, or new lurker in my chat called the follow button right up there. My brain's working today. Hit that little heart, hit that little follow button, crush it with the dragon hammer, become part of the Kismet army. I appreciate you hanging out. As you can see, of course, here we have what we call the cement biome. That's right, we've got a massive base started here. Now, we've just got about this much built of it so far, which is pretty good. But of course, we actually are going to build it all the way around and down right here, this whole entire area. Of course, we'll let people build different stuff on there. Like currently, we have a whole lot of our stuff built. We've got our primary bunker here. Which is where we keep all of our resources right now, just as we're coming through. Kind of a sorting area right now. You see we've got some workbenches. We've got tons of drop boxes up here, as well as we've got a bunch of forges and whatnot going. We're going to go ahead and head outside and take a look around. Somebody built this really cool Kismet Army sign. I like that. I like it a lot. You can see we've got a bit of a kind of sidewalks. I like that. Someone's using H's as the sidewalks, and also made like a center lane like that. Somebody was having some fun. Somebody's up. I think somebody's bike is right in the middle. Right in the middle of the way. I don't think it has any gas. I think that's its problem. It doesn't have any gas. No, it does. Somebody's gas. Why doesn't it go? Why don't it go? 0% battery. Oh, okay. The battery has a problem. The battery needs to be repaired. There we go. Oh, battery's still at 0. What's up with that? Repair. Nope. Something totally wrong with the battery. All right, let's take it out. Repair it. Put it back in again. Get back on it again. There we go. All right. It was glitched out. Glitched out. So it was basically making it where no one could finish that part of the road because it was glitched out. So I had to take the battery out, put it back in, even though I repaired it multiple times. We got Ro hanging out in the stream as well. Let me go ahead and say hello to Gwen over here. Turn that. Oh, and the second, of course, I turn my thing on, the whole thing. There we go. There we go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, I'm getting tons of whispers. Tons of whispers about various stuff. Always something. All right, let's keep on rolling. So now we can finish that out with that H. Now, this is my building right here, the very colorful drive-in kind of food area. And you can see, oh, where'd my doors go? My doors got broken. I got no more doors. Somebody broke my doors. They broke my doors. Looked like they broke in. Did a little damage to the cooler there, too. What do we need to do to replace that? Oh, we need a whole bunch of stuff for that. And as you can see, we got basically, this is where we can cook food, do that kind of stuff. I made a cool little gaming corner. Those are like Xbox or computers up there, PCs, camouflaged. So this is like your, you know, gaming corner over here. And of course, this is where we make all the food and water over here. Now, really what you can do is you can put it all in one spot, which is typically what we do. But this time what we've done is we've decided to go in and let everybody build various different things. So we have our chem area there. We have our restaurant here for our food. He's got a steel mill over here that he's going to be doing stuff with as well, which is pretty cool. All sorts of fun stuff. Now, way over here in the corner, of course, we have what I call the botanical gardens. They did an amazing job over here. Look at this. Look at this, baby. Get it to close. There we go. Look at this beautiful botanical gardens over here. They got kind of like a cook room, like a little greenhouse like that. Got a gazebo up here. They've got some benches. And, of course, food all around the whole entire area. Very, very cool. Now, I was building the water tower up there. You can see part of it is fallen down. We'll work on that in a bit. But as you can see, they've been doing the food. I see the food's been taken up but not replanted. Now, one of the things, if you do come over, you grab the food, make sure that, of course, you always replant it for the next person down the road. Whoever picked up the food did not replant it. Hopefully, it wasn't somebody on our server who decided they needed the food, but decided they didn't want to take the time to put it back. Not good. Not good. But all right, so we're going to go ahead and work a bit on our tower today. Now, some of the things I need up here, of course, we also got a big table up here where everybody kind of sits and eats their food. The outside lounge area. I need to get myself some doors again because somehow my doors got broken. What we need to do is get some stuff to get going here. So let's go ahead and get some rebar frames. I feel like my game sounds are a little bit high. Crank that down a little bit. Let's see. We're going to get a whole bunch of stuff here to build some stuff out. So I need some glass blocks, some plates, maybe some curved ones. We'll see what we do there. But basically, we're going to get a bunch of bulletproof glass. Now, the other thing that I need is the bulletproof glass wedges, so that I can recreate what I created up there, the water tower, but of course with glass. And I always like to build something first to get an idea of what I want to build, and then go from there. And let's see if we made any wedges. We did. We got 135 of them there. That's a pretty good amount. Let's go ahead and stack those up to full, like so. There we go. In case I need any more of that. I think I'm probably going to need some more glass, I would think, at some point. Oh, wait, there's some more right there. How convenient is that? How convenient. More in there? Nope. Steel being done. Like so. Just seeing what's in the outputs of these. Right there. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So sometimes I'll build something and then I'll rebuild it. I'll tear it down, build it again. And I went and built all of this, which is pretty fun. And now we're going to go up here and check this water tower. You can see I made it kind of out of glass and whatnot. But it's actually out of cement, then I just painted over it in glass. We had lots of fun the other day painting over stuff. And we'll kind of go up here and take a look at our current water tower. Now, I had this all built out all the way up, but I started messing with the supports, and of course, it can cause it to fall down. Now, one of the toughest things to do, of course, is to do the water. Now, water is one of those substances that gets out of control very, very quickly. Now, what you can do, of course, is kind of cover up all the water with your frames to get rid of the water very easily. You can actually take out entire lakes and all that kind of stuff just by doing this kind of thing here. There we go. And again, the actual water itself is in the square areas. It just happens to be kind of going into those corners. So we're going to take all the water out for right now as best we can here. Take that out. There we go. As best we can, and then we'll take out all the frames like so. And all of our water should now be pretty much gone. Just like that. Easy mode. Easy mode. And now what we need to do is we need to recreate this entire thing, but out of glass. So the first thing we want to do, of course, is try to get rid of the foundations of it, right? Try to get rid of the bottom parts. That's going to be the easiest, because this way you can knock the whole thing down at once. So we're actually going to knock this whole top part down. Slight problem, right? Ran out of gas. So let's go ahead and go back up here. We'll go ahead and find some gas. Whee. Up. Took some damage. Took some damage. Hello. Hey, it's party! Let's get up in the club, everybody. Meep, meep. Time to get up in the club. Always gank the people in the back. And of course, you know, we really want to. We can just get our snipe on. A little too close for comfort. Ah. There we go. Or we could just slaughter them all. Like that. That's fun. Alright. Back to what we were doing. Had to get up in the club a little bit there. Had to get up in the club. Hey, Final Nightmare, what's up? See Dark Angel also hanging out in the chat. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate all the love. I'm singing. There you go. Says Nefster. This is Nefster in the chat. There's Gwen. Hello to you, Gwen. Hey, Gwen, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You were talking to me. I had my Discord muted.
All I did was say hello.
There we go. Oh, here comes some bitty bits. Showing the bit love. Link and Force are coming in. Dropping all those bits up there in the Dragon Chalice. Oh, what? This one's not on fire. We're going to have to set that sucker on fire. Let's do it. There we go. Boom. Set that sucker on fire. Thanks for dropping those bits in there. Getting it primed and ready for the big bada boom. Blowing it up in there. Appreciate all the love up in here tonight.
Whoops, I was bad. I didn't realize I wasn't in the channel.
No, I knew you'd figure it out eventually. Hey, Ro, how you doing?
Hey, Ro.
All right, so again, back to what we were doing. We need to get some gas. That's what we were going to do. Let's get it going on. There we go. We got a little bit. We need some more. We can run back to our main area there. All right. And again, we're going to get up here. Going to drop down here, and we're going to undercut a lot of this. Let's do it. Let's get it going on. Link and Force are hanging out. Sup. As you can see, we're undercutting a bit of our base here. So we can remove all of this and replace it with bulletproof glass. It's going to be awesome. Gonna be awesome. And there we go. So knock some of it down. Like that. Now, why is this not falling down? You're like, Kismet's not attached to anything. Well, actually it is. It's actually attached to these blocks right here. And then again on the other side. Now, it doesn't look like they're attached, but they are. There we go. Clear that debris. Now, these are just a sequence of the kind of square ones here, the ramps that I've turned sideways, and they actually double in. Now, I found that if you put the water in and they're not doubled in, what'll happen is actually the water will leak out and go everywhere. And that's part of the fun, right? You experiment around with that stuff to learn what it does. Now, again, we're going to have to go around and undercut all of the walls. And as we do that, of course, stuff's going to start falling down, which is what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do, make stuff fall down. Now, the auger is pretty loud, so I'm going to crank that down a little bit. Crank that down a little bit. The bits are flying again. That's right. Someone's trying to become the bit boss right up there in that corner. Right now, Crazy Aussie is the bit boss. If you want to be the bit boss, be the chat overlord. So you have the power over the chat. All you gotta do is drop 150 bits, do a resub, or donate to the stream, and bam, you will be the bit boss. You will be the bit boss. Now, the way to become the bit boss and also do some more fun stuff in the chat is simply to donate to the stream. You can donate it through Gather. You can get yourself some extra items. You can also do things like raffles and summon the dragon and all sorts of fun stuff. There's actually a whole game within a game in my chat, which is pretty fun. Pretty fun. It's actually the beta version of the bit boss, which is pretty cool. It's like a whole nother next level to the bit boss. Lot of fun. A lot of fun there. Boom. All right, so far so good. Keeping it going. Keeping it going up in here. Keep on undercutting this, and then we're going to see if bulletproof glass will hold the water back. Now, the cool thing about using the bulletproof glass, of course, is the fact that you can see the water through the bulletproof glass. And we already know how to build it, what the shape is and all of that that we need to build it with. It's just, of course, now building it. Taking the time to build. Now, of course, cement takes a while here. So we're going to take a while to cut this down, but once we do, we'll go ahead and just clear it all. Again, these are all wedges. Wedgies! Saying hello in the chat. I love to see everybody say hello in the chat. That's awesome. That is awesome. Bada bing. Love building this game. This game's like so addicting. It's like so addicting. You can literally just sit here and play this game non-stop for like ever until you just like fall over and pass out in your chair. It's that kind of fun. And those are the kind of games I seek out. Games that are just like have an endless source of fun, all based on your creativity. A lot of fun here. Oh, some debris was holding that up. We'll clear all this debris out. Like so. Keep on going. Keep on a-going. How are we looking on? Looking good on gas. See if we can make it. Now, I have like an HD auger as well. So this goes a bit faster. Now, if I want to make it go even faster, I could go ahead and repair it again until it's all the way back up to kind of like its maximum. And then it'll actually go even faster. Watch how fast it goes through that cement. Like 4 or 5 hits. Pretty fast. It is a little annoying to try to hold it in place, though, because it has a tendency to go up like that. Tendency to go up. Armageddon hanging out in the chat. Sup? Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Let me clear my chat a little bit. Ghost saying hello. What's up, Ghosty? What's up? Hope you're all having a great night tonight. As you can see, we're kind of taking down the water tower that we built. And we are going to build it up with bulletproof glass. Now, I've never done it before. Never built myself a little restaurant before, but that's all part of the fun, right? All part of the fun, because the restaurant is up and running now, so they can use it to make food and water and all of that stuff, as well as I'll be kind of the backup food guy if nobody else is on. All right, there we go. So we're back down to the kind of basic shape of the top part of it here. You can see also I've got some stuff down here I've got to clear. Some extra debris. We also went through and painted the whole thing. If I destroy it or do something like that, I might have to come back and repaint it. We'll see how it goes. But the point of it is, right here, is the fact that we have Basically, you walk up here and you get your water from this upper area. So you come up here, boom, and then you get all the water from right there. Now, one of the things, of course, I tried to turn it sideways and see if there was a way to make it work even cooler. I also wanted to try making it go out, which would be kind of cool, where it kind of goes out and then comes back. Kind of like a rounded shape thing would be kind of cool. But it's much easier if it's square than if it's turned, like I have it here at an angle, right? This is actually at an angle as opposed to, if it's square, it's super easy. Just make it square and then square again. I don't like to do things that are too easy like that. I like to challenge myself a bit and try some other stuff. So let's go ahead and start by taking this out right here. This is going to be kind of our keystone. This is where we're going to start. All right, we're going to go ahead and put that up there. We're probably not going to need this. Oh, I hear it getting rowdy over here already. Heard it shooting somebody. Now we've got these, again, these turrets laid around the place in case stuff shows up. Got owned, whatever it was. Got owned. All right, there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and start to work our way out from there. And we're going to go ahead and use our bulletproof glass wedges. And we're going to go say on face. There we go. Now what it's doing is it's rotating based on that face there. But it never really makes it easy for you to see the bulletproof glass, right? Like, you're assuming that's right, but you put it down, you're like, okay, now it's right. Now you know it's right. It's very hard to visualize, especially if you got your light on. Especially if you got your light on and stuff like that. It is pretty hard to visualize the glass and some of the various things. I think they should put a little blue, like, dotted line so you know where the kind of center of it is. Much like when you're drawing in architectural. If something's like a hidden corner, what you'll do is you'll draw kind of a dotted line down the center of it to make sure that it's easier to see for people to understand its direction and which it's facing. That would be awesome. Oop, I went past it. Past it again. Now, I can visualize it on my screen. I know it's going to be pretty difficult for you guys to see it on yours. So I'm going to just do what I can here. Come on. That's it right there. Now, once you have it set up, of course, then you can just copy the rotation of everything from there. And there we are, out of gas again. Out of gas again. Story of my life. I'm always out of some resource that I got to stop and go look for. Such is this game, right? Constantly looking for resources. Dropping some debris on the ground, but I can't get rid of it because I don't have the gas. Now, again, this is where we make all of the stuff originally in this little room. And this is also where we store all of our stuff. How are we looking on gas? Oh, we got a bunch of gas. We got 104 barrels of gas there. All right. Again, I could also use the pickaxe. Oh, didn't get it. There we go. I could also use the pickaxe, but I love the auger. The auger makes this really, really fast when you're trying to clear stuff, especially when you're trying to build stuff. Now, this is not creative mode. This is actually the kind of second level up. You have your normal mode, your hard mode, and then your survivalist mode, which is the one we're in right now. Pretty difficult levels, especially when you first start. A lot of mobs take like 3 or 4 hits to kill them, but my team rules, so no big deal for us. No big deal, Rooney. Now, as you might notice, I'm cutting through the middle first. Go ahead and cut several blocks now. Try to get all the supports up first. All right, and then bulletproof glass. There we go. And then across this way. Here an airdrop. And then this one over here. Now, if you take the wrong one out at the wrong time, your whole entire thing could fall down. So be careful. Be careful as you go. If you take too many blocks out, that'll cause it as well. Some items, though, in this particular game are pretty funny because they won't fall down. They won't fall down even if you've cut all the under supports. Some buildings will just hang there in the sky because it doesn't calculate the whole thing as falling, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny to watch. Again, there's my center support. Again, what we're trying to do is replace the entire floor with glass, and then we'll work our way back up from there. Back up from there. Got to get back into my lurker's corner. There you go, Armageddon. Enjoy the lurker's corner, man. Lots of cool people in the lurker's corner. They like to chill out there. My stream is very lurker friendly. Come in, hang out. Maybe you're eating. Maybe you're hanging out with your family. Maybe you're trying to get some homework done. Whatever you're trying to do, feel free to come on in, relax, take it easy. You are most welcome in here. Most welcome. I will not call you out. Test out a lot of mats, make a small box, and see if it holds water. Just trying to help you save you mats and resources all. You talking to me? You talking to me? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I don't know if Ghosty's talking to me or who he's talking to. Boom. Now, if you have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. Put Kiz or Kismet. It's actually right here. You can put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. I'll highlight in red. I'll know you're talking directly to me. I say it a lot in my chat. A lot of my stream because we have new people coming here all the time. If you are enjoying the stream, if you did dig our awesome compound that we're building here, feel free to hit that follow button right over there. Become part of the Kismet Army. Boom. By the way, Kismet Army closing in. Let me take a look here. Closing in on 17,000 strong. We're about 40 away. That is pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing, I think. I think that is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and take out these corners. And I'm just going to go ahead and get out this block as well. Just try to do this whole side here. Now, what you try to do is you try to get the angle of one side going. And then you're good to just go down the line, right? So you want to go ahead and just take out all of these at once, and then you can put them all down at once, and then you can do a rotation as well. Everybody say goodnight to Chewy. Chewy's heading out. Thanks for hanging out, Chewy. Thanks for backing me up tonight. Appreciate you being here early. Appreciate you being here before the stream. And let me know you got my back. I appreciate it. I appreciate all my mods who come in, communicate with everybody, let everybody know what's up. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love up in here. Boom. There we go. So that's nice and easy. As you can see, I've kind of cut that out and then fill that in. Of course, all the square blocks are easy, but I'm going to do the angled ones first. Angled ones first. I can go a little bit faster. Do all the same kind of block at once. There we go. Kismet, you always want to make me play games like Fallout 4, Warframe, and this. There you go, Claptrap. If I am inspiring you to play games, then I'm doing it right. I think that's what being a streamer is all about. Also like to inspire people in their day every day. Again, if you do wake up in the morning, there's something you want to do in your life. You're like, you know what, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is. Maybe even a streamer like me. All you got to do is say, you know what, I don't care about what anybody else thinks. I'm going to do what I love to do every single day, just like me. Go out there, do what you love. Don't listen to anybody's negativity. Don't put it on your shoulders. Carry it around like it's your job, right? It's not your job to carry around other people's negativity. Go do what you love to do every single day and forget all those other people. Because if they cared about you, say, you know what, I care about you, I love you, I got some suggestions for you, but they would do it in a respectful way and not a derogatory, trying to tear you down. I don't tear people down. It ain't my job to tear other people down. Now, my job is to lift them up in their day, to inspire you in your day, to go out there, maybe play some games, maybe go out there, follow your passion, whatever it is, whether you're an artist like me or a gamer also like me. Whatever you want to do in your life, go out there and chase it down. Chase it down, because ain't nobody else gonna help you if you're not enthused about it as well. So, as you can see, I love playing some games. I love playing some games. I love building and doing all this kind of fun stuff. I could do it all day, every day. And I pretty much do. I pretty much do 7 days a week. I am always working on something, getting things going on here for the stream as well. There we go. All right, we're getting that stuff replaced. Nice, nice. Let's do these outer edges. Now, if you notice, I'm only taking one of these blocks out at a time, because if I take out too many blocks, my other pieces of angled glass here will fall. So I've got to make sure to fill them in right after I take it out. Like this, so that it has something to attach to once I take out the next one. I could have just taken the whole thing down, by the way, and then just rebuilt it from scratch. But I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like in the mood to just clear stuff little by little and then go from there. Now this one I can take out a little bit more because it is attached to these side supports now, so I can go ahead and just take out a few of these. Like so, and then just fill them in. Now, one of the weird things about using glass, though, is you get this weird kind of feeling like you're going to fall, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny, and then also it can be quite distracting if you're seeing through there, if it's not solid. And if you can't visualize it in your head, you don't know where the ground is. That's usually most people's problem, is not knowing where the ground is. Now, this one right here actually was angled, but I'm going to go ahead and just put it square like that. Should be good enough. See? And there we go. So we've got it going so far. Looking good, looking good. And then let's go ahead and work on these sides over here. We'll work on the outer angles first. Again, we could also do this, by the way. We could just go this way. And then kind of cut across this way. We want to save ourselves, you know, a couple blocks. We can just go ahead and try to undermine the supports of the outer area, right? You just keep cutting all of this. Gotta level up. Like so. And then it's just 2 less blocks that you have to take out, right? Like that, and then they'll fall. That's one way of doing it, but it's a little bit faster, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm just in the mood to take out all the blocks. That's just the way I am sometimes. Something very soothing about the auger. I don't know what it is, but very, very soothing. All right, now this one's already there, so I can just copy the rotation of that one, holding down R, of course. And then now we know they're all the same angle. There we go. Quick and easy on that side. Let's just do the same thing right over here. Go ahead and do the quick and easy method. Or we've only got to take out the inner ones, and we'll let the outer ones fall. There we go. Someone told me to lower the bit rate or something, but I'm lost. Yeah, there's a bit rate. If you're watching on your cell phone, you're having trouble watching the stream, there's a little like cog at the bottom there that you can click on that will allow you to adjust the bit rate. So there's like source if you have a very high connection, and then there is like various bit rates that you can watch the stream. Now, if you're a non-partnered streamer and non-affiliate, you have to have so many people in your stream for that to show up. In my case, I'm a partner streamer, and I also have more than 50 people in my stream, so you should definitely see that ability to change that source. Look around for it, see if you can find it. Looks like a little wheel, you know, like one of those things in Fallout. Those little cog wheels are like a vault door. There we go, make all that fall down. Do this a little bit faster. Mo faster. Mo faster. is kind of come out to right there, and then you can see this kind of zigzag pattern there. Right there. Right there. Doggies! That's a tough doggy. Another one under there, get on. And again, that's why we have those turrets just laying in our base. Good to go. Oh. One that almost got away. But didn't. But didn't, because he's going to go over there and try to...
Okay, for 10 seconds, and I come back to dogs. Dead dogs.
Yep. They were down there getting shot by the turret, and then one tried to get away, and I got it. Got it. Yeah, I never go AFK outside. That's a surefire way to die. AFK and outside. Okay, here we go. All right. You might see this kind of darker color here. That's actually inside the block. Now, again, look how this feels weird when you're up here, right? You're having this weird kind of moment where you're running along there. And then you also got this darker area that makes you look like it's actually empty there, but it's not. It's actually solid. It's up against solid blocks versus a ramp. All right, so we got that done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start to fill in the water tower again. And again, all I have to do is just copy that rotation, put that down, and there we go. And again, we'll just go ahead and do this kind of first edge. And then what I need to do is I need to basically turn it around the opposite direction. It gets there finally. Oh, there it was. Oh, and there it was again. Come on. I'm a little click happy sometimes. Little click happy. All right, now that actually is the wrong way. See how you can see that the lines are actually on that side and not on this side? So we need to kind of get a little closer and make sure, oh, there it was. To make sure that we are on the right side. Because it's very hard to visualize this particular piece when there's already glass there.
The raw food box is locked.
It was unlocked. I'll go check it. I'll go check it. All right, take a quick break here.
Like it's unlocked.
Let's go check it. Dee. Unlock now. Unlock now. For once, I actually went through and made sure everything was unlocked the other day. Someone probably was trying to get in there and then locked it.
Everything else is unlocked.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Now, I would just knock the lock off of there, but sometimes what happens is it gets messed up. So as you can see here, I'm double lining this edge. I'm double lining that edge so that the water doesn't escape out of the place again. Now, I did it just once, which you think that this would work, right? If you just kind of did that single kind of edge like this, right? You would think that would work, but it doesn't. It doesn't work. You've got to have it well secured because when the two parts come, it goes through that kind of middle edge of it. And I found that out last time. Last time I was testing it a bit, and everyone's like, Kismet, there's water coming out of there. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's what the testing is all about. That's what they call it testing for. But they were nice enough to come and help me clear that water. But I knew it was going to do something like that. And again, that's why you test stuff first. You test to see what's going to happen. And then you build after that. So that's why you don't want to build the whole thing first. You want to build just a section of it. Test that section. And then go from there. Now, I only really need to put the square block here at the end. Now, I haven't tested it also with bulletproof glass. So maybe the bulletproof glass might leak as well. We don't really know. We don't really know, but in theory, it should work just like the normal wedges. Keep missing that sucker. Now, the cool thing is all you gotta do is get one of them in there. And once you get the one in there, there you go. Then you can always copy rotation. I actually can copy rotation from the other side if I really wanted to. But once I get it in there, I'll be fine. There we go. All the way down. All right, so here we go. We've now got our inner area done. And we're going to go ahead and put in our kind of area around the stairwell. And then before we get too far, we're going to go test it, right? Before we build the entire thing, let's go ahead and test it. We're going to go ahead and get some water, put it down there, and see what happens. Let's go ahead and clear this debris. All right, nice. Now I have a massive amount of water that I went and made a whole bunch of buckets and got a whole bunch of water from the lake. Now there is a glitch in here where you can put in the water and then just keep picking it up with the bucket. I try not to do glitches. I try to steer clear of those. Get up there. Get up there. All right, if I got to, I'll try to make a ladder. I don't think I have enough wood here. Ladder. Nope. Not enough wood. Again, that's why I keep the resources. I actually should keep the resources up here since I'm working on the top, but oh well. I got some ladders right there. I already got some. Again, we'll go back up here. Let me turn my sound back up since we're not doing the auger. Not doing the auger right now. Again, I just use basic materials until I know it's going to work. All right, let's see what happens when you use water with bulletproof glass. Let's go. Oh, man, you can barely even see it. You can barely even see the water. All right. All right, there we go. So we've got water there. I can see there's water down on the ground there, but it's difficult to see because the ground is tough to see. Now let's go out here and see if we've got any leaks. Oh yeah. See this? Then this stuff starts to happen, right? Where you start to have leaks. Now there should be no leaks there. I mean, it's solid. It shouldn't be coming down here. But if you do start to have leaks like that, you simply just, again, you start using your frames. And you want to frame the outside of it first so it doesn't start to spread. Like this. Kind of get that outside edge. Keep it from spreading. Those are things there. And then what you want to do is start to go up here at the top. What it's going to do is start to bring it down here to the bottom, right? And then, of course, you can go ahead and just put them up on the top and watch as they start to disappear. Again, there's lots of stuff up here, so you got to kind of push it down from up above to get it down here. Like this. So you've kind of cleared that water. And again, you're going to kind of have that problem of the water spreading, even though it shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have spread. But it does anyway. It does anyway. Now once you kind of clear it all out, take all your frames back up again. And then see as the water's kind of going off the edge here. Kind of backtrack. And again, that's why you put frames there to try to prevent it from going along like that. Again, it shouldn't be coming out of there. It should be up there and be just fine. Now, one of the problems with this particular thing is you can't really see the water, right? Because the floor is transparent. But there is water there. You can totally see that there's water there because that particular block is kind of filled, right? See the water kind of moving around there on the block, which is pretty wild. See the water? It actually looks like it's more like in the block than on the block, which is pretty wild. If I put a thing down, notice the water disappears. See, now the water's been pushed down a block. So, kind of odd way that the water works. Now, the water is probably the worst uncontrollable thing in the game. It's probably the hardest thing to work with because it doesn't always do what you expect it to do. And again, notice here I will try to contain the water first, like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and click up here. And the water's getting pushed down. Awkward. And there we go. We removed all the water. Just like that. Boom. And again, back up here we go. Now this is at the point where you go, you know what? Is that really what I wanted, right? Is that really what I want? Do I want the water to be like that? Well, you can actually try to fill it at multiple levels as you go along. But I'm going to go ahead and go with that and just try to build it up a little bit more. Like this. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the side areas. Build those up a couple. And then we'll go ahead, build it up some more over here. And let's see what we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and copy rotation. Do the outer edges. Like so. And then copy that inner rotation. There we go. Now, I'm also going to need this right here. I can go up another one. And then again, maybe two more up. I'll make this the top level there. Now, last time I made it angled, but this time I'm just going to go ahead and square off the top of it. Just for the sake of time. Sake of time here. And then the interior. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is just basically square in top edges. It's totally in my way now. Totally in my way. I'm going to get the outside edges first. There we go. So then, of course, I'm going to square that off right there. So basically, you'll come up to like the second level here. Let's go ahead and actually make this taller too. Like this. And then you'll come up to the second level here. Probably about there. And let's go ahead and see if that feels too close. It's not too bad. That's okay. That's okay. And then we need to look at where the center support is, which is right here. And we'll go ahead and fill that in with the center support there to hold up the ceiling. And then we'll go all the way down into that main support. And let's just keep on going. I'll go other side. We can also use this, by the way, to kind of see our level. Aim it right at the corner. You can actually try to work your way out, which is pretty tricky. Tricky stuff. Tricky. Let's just jump down. Use this a little bit easier. There we go. There we go. Connect that upper ceiling support, and then let's go ahead and get these ones in. And I really just need to do these two sides, like so. Copy rotation. All right. I love working with the bulletproof glass in this game. It's really, really nice. I wish you had more pieces, you had more variety when it comes to the glass. But I'm sure they'll add that eventually. Almost done here. Then we're going to try to fill it up. Up a couple levels and see how it goes. Again, last time I made this kind of vaulted roof, but I'm just going to square it off this time just to speed up. Speed up the building. Can't reach that far side. Already put that one there. Square one there. There we go. There we go. Again, so when you're working with glass, though, it's sometimes really hard to visualize the shapes of things. So just be wary of that when you're working with glass. To see the edges, right? See the edges as it goes, because this looks like it's poking out the edge, but it's really not. It's really flush all the way across, right? There is no real edge there. It's actually flush. So it'll give you this kind of optical illusion of like it's poking in and out like that because of this, when it's really just flat all the way across if you did it right. If you did it right, it's flat all the way across. Optical illusions are awesome. Ukez. Yeah, I double lined it last time and it worked great. And then I'm double lining it this time, not working that great, but we'll see how it goes. There we go. Paint the floor. There you go. That's another way of doing it. Yeah. Paint the floor might make it easier so we can visualize that water while we're doing it. Definitely try that out. Not sure if you can paint bulletproof glass. I haven't even tried it before. We'll give it a try, though. We'll give it a try and see what happens. First, let's fill in the rest of this like so, and then let's fill in the ceiling. I need to make sure that I'm leaving it open.
Can anyone repair an M25?
Right here. That needs to remain open. Like this. And this is the side that the ladder is on. So we're going to leave it like that. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put our ladders down. Need some more ladders. Uh-oh. It's nighttime. What day is it? 2/24. All right. Gonna be one more day until Horde Night. Yeah, almost Horde Day here. Horde Day coming up on 2/45, by the way, everybody. Boom, all right. And the reason why I made this is so I can get up here on the top of it. Oh, smoked. Get up here on the top of it, a little easier to put these blocks across. Again, we're just gonna square it out this time. We did something a bit more fancy last time, but we'll just square it out. That's gonna give it this kind of tiered effect. I'm using squares on the way out. Now I could make it using the ramps. I could make it perfectly flush across there if I want to, but in this case, I want to give it like the edges are kind of popped out, kind of like a little mini overhang. See what I mean here in a minute. Tricky thing is not accidentally covering in where your stairwell is. Of course, it's getting dark now, which makes it even harder to do glass. Very difficult to do glass at nighttime because it's hard to visualize at nighttime.
Where do you get zinc powder?
There you go. I would imagine you make
find it, I think.
Because I see there's the zinc fragments in there, but there's no way to make powder out of it.
All right. See, now it's also hard to see at what level you can get out of the thing. There we go. As well.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to make it, so.
All right, so we made it
I
two
cannot repair them.
down here. We're gonna go ahead and put a ladder here, so we
Okay.
can get up in the ladder, like so. Yeah. So yeah, let's try the painting. Let's see if we can paint on glass. That'd be interesting to know. Interesting to know. Let's go see. So we'll get our little paintbrush, which I've already got. And then I've got some paint on me. So let's go ahead and see if we can paint it like black or something cool. Like that. Survey says, nope. Cannot paint it. No painting of bulletproof glass. Cool idea, though. Alright, so let's go ahead and start pouring some water in here. And let's see if it starts sending water everywhere. And over this way. Oh yeah, there it goes. Pour it up against the wall and see what happens. Over here. Nope, nope. There we go. And again, see, it's going through the glass, which is kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer because you can't seem to hold it up here. But I'm gonna keep just pouring it and see what happens. Keep pouring it and see what happens. Now again, if I can't pour it in that block, then that means that block has already been filled with water. Oops, I just picked it back up again. Filled with water. And my goal is to actually make it go about too high up. Now, I could have also basically left it as what you call it. I can actually use this to pick the water back up again too. I could have left it as cement on the bottom, but the whole point was to be able to see, make it clear like a water tower. Go ahead and jump down and take a look at it. See if I like it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, liking it. That's cool. That's a cool water tower. I like it. I could actually put the side ones there to make it have that kind of flush edge. Oop, I'm missing a block there on that one. That kind of flush edge. Hypothermia, it's always something. Put the coat on, take the coat off, put the coat on, take the coat off. Back and forth we go. So yeah, and you guys see a lot of water here that I'm going to need to get rid of as well. There we go. Let's just try to clean this up by using our buckets. There we go. Do what we can do. And I can't wait for them to fix how this water works. That would be nice. Again, let's go up here. Nope, too far. Too far. Very hard to visualize this, but you can see that these particular blocks are done. And then what I'm going to do is just aim it at the wall and keep going. I was going to make it very difficult for anybody coming up here actually wanting the water to be able to see it. But let's keep going. Let's keep going, see what happens. Like that one. All right. And let's get some more water. It's more fun to just come out here and pick it up. I mean, I could run over to the lake. It's just right over the hill, but I don't know. I feel like having some fun clearing this kind of random water. Alright, man, I go up the stairs fast. Okay, and then Clicking over here. Clicking over here. Alright. Now I can visualize it in my head on which blocks I've actually done. It'll actually come up and show you which blocks you can do by the little yellow popping up there, like right there. Go ahead and pour that there. I'm trying to cover it all the way across. Yeah, there's a block I can fill. And again, I have a lot of water I'm going to have to fix down below once I get this going. Which is huge bummer. Huge bummer-rooney. It's actually like the water is going through it and not on it. You can hear I'm in the water. You can hear I'm in the water, but it's not retaining the water.
It fell off the roof.
I'm thinking... Shooting a bunch of stuff out there. Let's go for a swim. A lot of people shooting. What are you guys shooting at? Oh, hello. Bunch of dudes in there. Bunch of dudes in there. All right. So as you can see, we got a little bit of a water problem. So what can I do? You know, it would be cool to put the water in there and then be able to see the water in the water tower. But as you can see, it's just not working. It's not how I envisioned it or how I wished it would be. Where you could just put it in there and then you could see the water through the glass, right? That would be awesome. But what's happening here is it's almost like it's in the ground. So the only thing to do is to try something else. So let's do it. Let's take this out. Like so. Let's put the rebar back in. Like this. I don't have any stuff on me. Hold on a second while I get some stuff. Some cement. Go for a swim. Don't worry, I'll clear all that water eventually. I'll clear all that water eventually. Hey, Kismet, no when 17 is out. I have no idea, Dash Rider. They have not said anything about it. What if you got another layer to the bottom, Kismet? I was thinking of that. That's another idea. The problem is you can't visualize the water. It's hard to see the water through the glass. So again, when you build something, don't be afraid to build something and then change it because it sucks. And again, I like to experiment with stuff. I like to try different stuff, see if I like it, and then I know the second I don't like it. Like, I know I don't like that because basically you can't see where the water is. You can't see the water level. So we're going to go in, we're going to go ahead and put some concrete back in again, like so, which is going to help us visualize the water level again. So we'll go ahead and put some more water down where that was. And then so you can see the water much better, right? You can see it much better, but it seems like it just sinks right into the glass. But it's not. It's actually there. It's actually at kind of like a slim level of where the glass is, right? It's actually on top of the glass. You just can't see it. You can't see it like you can on the cement. You can see it really well. But on the other thing, you cannot. So let's just go ahead and say forget that glass on the bottom level. Let's go ahead and take that out. We'll come back and fix all the water and all that stuff later. We'll fix all that later. But it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't look good. We're gonna need those those ramps as well. Let's get some ramps. Now, luckily, the water usually stays fairly still. Sometimes it will spread. Where the heck did all my ramps go? Sometimes it will spread and move. The kind of more you agitate it, the more you just kind of leave it there. But we'll fix all that in a bit. That's the least of my concerns right now. The inability to see the water is my main concern. So I want to at least have the floor, be able to see it on the floor, and I can't color it in with the paintbrush. So I'm going to go ahead and just replace it with that cement like we had it before. Like so. And there we go. Now we can also do it from down below, by the way. We can go ahead and copy the rotation and just kind of fix it from underneath. Like this. We did a whole lot of work there that we have to undo, but that's just the way it goes. I hate wasting bulletproof glass, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Again, we'll go ahead and just fill that in like that. All right. I'll clear some of this water. Again, you got water in your way, just use some frames and it will clear a lot of it out of there. I got to watch out when it spreads though, so you want to kind of clear the outside edge of it like this. Keep it from spreading, especially down like in your base like that. You want to keep that from spreading. Try to get it contained, then you pick it up. There we go, same thing here. Again, water, one of the most difficult things to work with in the entire game. Just keep fooling around till you get all the water. It's kind of like you're knocking it off the top of there, right? You're trying to knock it down to the lower levels. And literally just kind of fill in blocks everywhere until it's got nowhere else to go. Now in this case, it's going to go down this way. Try to get rid of that. And again, nice solid block of water there. That's cool. That's cool. A lot of random water stuff. Trick is you take it all out and then see where you're at. I love the fact you can pick up the frames. There's something really cool about being able to put the frames down and then picking them back up again. Pull it all away. See how we're looking. Now you see it became a big mess, and we did this originally. We tried to make a when we first started making a base of ours, kind of like a prison area that we took over. We tried to make this really simple little like kind of area to hold the water, and the water just went everywhere. It was like really, really obnoxious because it just started spreading everywhere. We couldn't get it to stop. We didn't know about the frames thing where you could just use frames to get rid of it. Yeah, it really sucked. It really sucked big time. Again, I'm just trying to get it under control a little bit here. There we go. We'll deal with all that other stuff later. Frames, 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 and more frames everywhere with the frames. Now, getting rid of the stuff up high is probably a better idea to do that first. And then get rid of all this other stuff down lower. I'm going to create like a little barrier here. And then when you put it on the second level, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Boom. And boom, 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 boom. And we'll get all that stuff on the ground later. All right, there we go. We just took a little quick moment to get rid of all that, and then we'll just keep going. Now, while I'm breaking this down, it may cause more water to come down. We'll see how it goes. That one. Alright. Basically building back up what I just had. Fill that in. It's just too hard to see the water. See, there's some more water falling down. Too hard to see the water. So it just is not good. Again, you can see some other pieces falling down. That's no big deal. We'll deal with that later. Can actually use the water to your advantage sometimes. That'll help you out as well. Kind of tempted to just knock the whole thing down. That's what we're gonna do. Screw it. Screw it. Knocking the whole thing down. Don't like it. I don't like it. See if we can cause a catastrophic failure. Boom! There we go. While it looks cool, it's just not functional. It's just not a functional thing like I had before where you could actually see the water and whatnot, so I'm just going to knock it down. I'm just going to straight knock the whole entire thing down, build it up from scratch. Let's do it. Let's do it. Quick and easy way. Oh, look out for my noggin. There we go. All right. Sometimes you just got to start over. You got to start over. Now, again, I tried to put the water in there in such a way where you could see the water. But one, you can't see the water. And two, it's just not functional because you can't see where the water is when you're trying to bucket. It doesn't make it cool at all. I don't like it. And if I don't like it, I just tear it down. Just tear it down and start again. Don't suffer. There you go. Tear it down. Start again. There we go. All right, now I got to get rid of all this water again. So let's work on that. Ooh. Again, we'll get rid of the water up high first. There we go. And notice how I'm trying to block it in. Block it in a bit. Should I have an extra block? Extra block to hold it in. Have to move all the blocks over there. Alright, get all this out of there. Oh, that one didn't go. That's because it's got to go up one more. There we go. Oops, still some off the side there. Off of the side. Yeah, there's a lot of work dealing with water. A lot of work. A lot of fixing those stuff. Get rid of that thing there. There we go. Now look at how I have like an ocean like out of nowhere. Got an ocean for no reason. Even though I only put a few buckets down, it just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. And you got to keep adding more and more blocks until it disappears. You want to get on top of it like this, works good too. Then you can just kind of channel your way up. Like so. And sometimes when you do the outside blocks, this is, for some reason, not working. What are we missing here? There we go. Had to get that center block there. And let's keep going. Burp, burp. There goes that water. There goes that stuff. Something going on with this water here. Ah, there we go. See how it got rid of a ton of water right there? Just by putting it the frame in the right spot. Depends on which way you put the in frame order as well. And then what we'll do is just go ahead and clear what we can. Lots and lots and lots of frames. Like so. Gotta get rid of this water. Like so. All right, almost there, everybody. All right, here we go. That was a lot of tough water to get rid of there. Now, I just had another idea while I was tearing that down for a different style of water tower. So this time, what we're going to do is actually take these out too. I'm going to try something totally different. Oh, needs to be repaired. Let's try something totally different. Pro Surfer saying hello in the chat. Kiz, where's a rocket launcher? I don't have one right now, which is funny. Hey, whoa, you gave me a little shout out. Thanks. I feel so loved. There you go. Turner's Kids, do you have any words of wisdom for overcoming these types of days when everything seems to be going wrong, where the stress and anxiety are kicking you down? What are you stressed about? It's just a thing. You can always build it again. See, the thing is, you're stressing yourself out. I usually find that I usually get myself stressed out for no reason because I can always rebuild it. It's not that it isn't going right. It's that I don't like it. There's a difference. Now, if it was glitching out to the point of making it impossible for me to do it, then I understand. But if it's just something that I don't like, a visual thing, then no big deal. I just keep rolling on. You just got to remember that, you know, when you built it the second time, it might be twice as good as the first time, right? You never know. You never know. You're going to learn something definitely along the way. So I don't get angry about games. I don't get angry if I win or lose or any of that stuff. You won't see me breaking keyboards and doing ridiculous stuff like that because my games are my relaxation. This is how I just chill back. Like some people when they're watching sports or some people when they're, you know, watching their favorite TV program, they're just chilling, right? They're just relaxing. This is their kind of pastime. And that's the way I am with games. So it actually relaxes me. It actually helps my medical conditions as well. Because it does relax me. It does keep me non-stressed most of the time. But in this case, it's just not what I wanted to do, right? It's okay, but it's not great. And so if it's not great, then I will go and I will make a change. I will just like completely scrap it, do something else. And that's the best thing to do. You can either go build something else or build it a different way, which is the way I'm going to do it right now, or which I think is going to be fun. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes here in a second. Now, I'm going to take this whole kind of stairway down and this center support that I have here. Just kind of undercut this whole entire thing so I don't have to take it all down. And then all this will fall down here. And then I have another idea for the thing here. For the second level, I got a better idea. If I can't have a cool, transparent water tower, then I would rather not have a water tower. Because it's just not cool enough looking. Whee, stuff went flying. It's just not cool enough looking. So what I'm going to do instead is take all this out of here and build something along the same lines but different, right? So let's go ahead and take all this out of here like so. Now the first thing I'm going to need to do, of course, is raise this area right here. I'm going to go around and raise this area up by a couple. Right?
I like it, Ro.
Thank you, thank you. I'm getting there.
And we're going to go ahead and go this way like that. Now we're going to need some stairs, so we're going to go to wet concrete. And I'm sure I've got some stairs somewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and just make about 4 of those. And wait for those to finish. Right there. Since I'm done with augering for right now, I'm going to turn my sound back up. Turn that around. I'll put some more steps, much like the steps I already have, but I'm going to go ahead and raise it up a level here. Now, I'd love to just put wedges in there, but I have a feeling that it would not work properly. So I'm going to go ahead and raise that up one more level. Now, we've also kind of have this kind of ceiling level and floor level. So what we're going to do is go ahead and actually fill in a second floor here, right? So it's kind of like double thick. Double thick underneath there. So we're going to really kind of thicken this in. Like so. Kind of reinforce the top part. Just keep filling it in. Maybe repair that block a little bit. There we go. My block's been taking damage because I've been knocking stuff down on top of it. So let's go ahead and fill all this in. Whole top level again with blocks. Now I can see stuff in my head exactly what I want, but if you can't see what you want, just start building. That's the best thing to do. Start building. See if it's what you like, and if you don't like it, don't suffer. Don't suffer with a bad thing, right? If I left that there, I mean, it would look cool. I mean, it look cool out of glass, but it's not functional. And I don't like it when it's not functional. I like it when it looks good and it's functional at the same time. And if I can't have both, then I would build something else. And that's what I'm going to do. Instead of just building something simple, like a, simple water tower, that's kind of boring. So I'm going to go ahead and try something different. Try another idea along the way here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill all this in. I'm getting a little thirsty, which is a funny irony because I just did a whole lot of water. And again, we'll go out and we'll fix all the kind of random water that's around the thing in a bit. Tartinus, show him some love in the chat, everybody. Sure, Sinal Scandal hanging out. Dizzy hanging out as well. Sup, sup. Sup, sup. And again, we're going to go ahead and kind of double thickness this roof. Let's try something different. Now, again, building is all about experimenting. Normally, we're building the kill box. We're doing power and all of that stuff. And we have kind of mastered that now. So what I want to do is just kind of do something a bit different up here on this kind of upper level. If I can't have my cool, transparent water tower because it just can't see it, then I would rather do something else. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this in. If you notice, I left the corners out on purpose. We'll fix those in just a second. You'll notice that I don't do this uniformly because, I don't know, it just seems more fun when you do it non-uniformly. You just kind of randomly run along here, hitting shift every now and again to run a little bit faster. I don't know. I find it to be fun. There we go. All right. So we kind of doubled up on that top part there. Let's go ahead and fill in the corners with our little rounded corners. Right here. 4 of those. Alright, so what we did is we double layered the roof now. Now that should prevent the water from getting into the lower area, because we don't want it to go into the lower area for sure. Because that's going to go right in the middle of the kitchen. But if it does, I'll just get rid of it. But still, we want to prevent that. So we're going to double line the bottom of this, just for that reason. And we're going to put our corners in. Like so. Alright, so we've double lined that. And now what we need to do, of course, another level in here. And I'm actually going to make it 2 more levels from this level. Again, go ahead and double level this up. And that's going to have another stairwell. And then we'll go ahead and just go like this, because we're going to have to double that up again. And then another stairwell up there. I might be like, Kismet, why are you building it so high? Well, you'll find out in a minute. You'll find out in a minute. And there we go. All right, looking good. Looking good. Let's fill in the sides of it. All right, and of course we're going to need some ladders. Really only need 1. Get up there. All right, then we'll go ahead and fill this inner part in. Like so. And we're going to need actually 1 more set of ladders. Boom. Like this. All right, now we're looking good. Now we're looking good. Copy rotation from that one. All right. So we got that up there. Now we did learn a lot last time about all of this. Just by fooling around with the water, we know that it's got to be double insulated or single insulated if it's using a square block. Now, a square block should, in theory, be able to block the water. So what I'm going to do, instead of building a water tower, is I'm just going to build a giant pool up here. Right? That's right. I'm going to build a giant pool around the top of the building. And we're going to fill it in with water and see if it fills in and see if that'll work just fine. So then you can just come up, fill your water in the pool, and if you want to chill out in the pool on top of the thing, we can totally do that as well. A lot of kind of border stuff here. Like that. And of course, we'll have to come back and put in the corners again. Actually, I should be doing the corners while I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and make, let's make a bunch of those. Let's make about 20 of them. While we're waiting, always want to be crafting, ABC, always be crafting. You might be like, Kismet, aren't you afraid of the zombie horde that's about to hit tonight? Not at all. Not at all. I got my team to back me up. We're going to own that horde. You'll see, we'll own them up. We'll own them up big time. All we need is our kill box and we rule. And I haven't even done electricity yet or any other kind of safeguards other than just turrets. I really don't need them right at the moment. And there's some more frames. So I jumped and put that one up above. Allows me to run along here a little bit easier. If you notice, I'm making it also 3 deep and not just 2 deep. Because reasons. Because reasons you will soon see. Alright. Now again, we double lined it. In theory, this should work. But let's go ahead and put our corners in. Jump up here. We'll copy rotation. Those corners. Again, copy rotation. Looking good, looking good. Kids, take off your coat and drink water. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Thanks for the reminder. I'll have some water right there. Actually, I'll take off my coat right now. 55 degrees. It got cold again. Probably because all the water I've been swimming in. Sometimes I do forget about my water. I did see that earlier when you guys were trying to tell me in the chat. You're like, Kismet, food and water, brah. Food and water, brah. Up. Clicked it too soon. Copy rotation. There we go. All right, there we go. So we filled that in. Let's go ahead. Fill this in. Now this is going to be fun to see if this works. Now we're really filling in a lot of water here. A lot of water area. I like my glass water tower and it was cool for about 2 seconds. But then it was too hard to see the actual water. And I would rather, again, it be functional than just pretty. So I have built some stuff that was just cool looking and not really all that functional before, but this is our like water source up here. All right, looking good all around there. Like so. Okay, so there we go. So now let's go ahead and test it. I got no water. That's funny. Funny, I got 0 water left, which I think is hilarious. All right, let's put all these buckets back up here. And sort. I wonder if it sorts it by. Oh, it does. It sorts it by the ones that are empty and full. That's cool. That's cool. That's exactly how I'd want it to do it. All right, let's run up here. And let's see if we can fill in our pool without it going everywhere. Survey says... Let's find out. Should have got rid of some of this stuff. Should have got rid of some of this stuff over here. Alright, this is going to take way too long like that. Alright, hold on. Let's go ahead and clean house here for a sec. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff off of us, or this is going to take a really, really long time. Alright. Get that out of there. Get this out of there. Don't need my auger for right now. Don't need empty buckets. Alright, let's go with that. The reason why it's going to take a long time is because I have to individually take them out, where I can just shift left click on them right there. Much faster way of doing it. And we'll just keep filling it in here. There we go. Oops. Accidentally picked that back up again. Alright. And again, I don't like to glitch it. Sometimes I do it by accident, or sometimes I'm just trying to rush, but I'm going to do the outside edge first. We'll do it on the ground. Oh, dang it. Stop it. Took too much. Again, see, I'm trying to lead the water in. Like that. When you get some more water, it's on it. Let's do it. Something going on. I'm hot again. Let's put my coat up there. Alright, we got tons of buckets. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these buckets. There we go. We should make some more buckets. Let's see how many buckets we can make. I need some forge iron. Boom. Let's see. 8. 14 buckets. 14 buckets. Let's do it. Craft them. And the cool thing is, once you start to craft, you can take that out, and it's going to fill me completely up with buckets, which I think is cool. Let's go ahead and get on my little bike and drive around town. Whee, right over here to the water. And we're going to go get a ton of water. Look, the water's starting to recede. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, empty blue spot over here. That's weird. Look at that. That's weird action. There we go. Fill that back up again. All right. And again, we could just go up there and use the one we already got up there, but I don't know, it just seems more legit to come over here to the river and fill it up by the river. Freshwater river. It also seems a little faster, too. Got a new bucket. Take that out of there too. Shift left clicking. Alright, got 8 minutes till we get the rest of our buckets. Let's go with that. Ah, our water's starting to recede there. That's funny. That's funny. Thank you so much for Mr. Killjoy and also Robert G. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Also, Cage, thank you so much for the host. Appreciate the love as well. All right, Minecraft. Hi, Kez. What do you think of my tower now? I think it looks awesome, man. Looks awesome there, Aaron. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I like how you have a whole city here. I'm lucky I have a roof on my base half the time. Well, there you go. It's not just me, though. This is a collective effort of our community here, of the Kismet Army. This is our community server. The things I've built so far is this particular bunker right here. I built a bit of the cement pad, as well as I built this kind of food area. Right now I'm building a pool on the top, on top of it. And then some of my community members, of course, made this cool tower over here. Other multiple towers, that thing over there. There's a mall over there, and of course, our botanical gardens. We've got a steel mill over that way. And of course, we got plenty more room to build even more cool stuff. But right now, I'm just kind of coming in here, fixing stuff up. Oh, I had some water down here I could have got. Could have picked up that water down there at the bottom. All right, so we're trying to fill up a pool right now. Not a small task by any means, especially one as large as this. But we're going to go ahead and just keep dropping it down there and trying to fill it in like so. There we go. Now, this is going to give us plenty of water, of course. For whenever we need it for our stuff. Now, again, this is a bit overboard here. You don't have to do this much water. You can do something very small, as a matter of fact. Fairly small amount of water will support your glass bottles for a while. And again, I just find it fun to try to do it the legit way here by using the buckets. Again, sometimes depending on where you put it. See, I've filled that whole entire side in there. It really depends on where you put it. Sometimes the whole entire water will fill in like so. And again, I could just use it, you know, put it down and pick it up and put it down and pick it up. But very, very glitchy, and I think kind of shortcuts some of the fun. Alright, and I'm trying to do every second one to see what happens. And that seems to be working out pretty good. Pretty good. More in the corner there. Got one more bucket left. Boom. Look at that. Almost got the whole first level done. Nice, nice. And again, I could pick it up and do it. Get up there. Get up there with your booty. I could do the whole first part there, but again, part of the fun is like acting like you're really there. Let's go see if we can pick up some of this water out here. There we go. You know, see, this is more legit. See, like you spilt the water and you're trying to pick it up. There we go. Picked up that water. There we go. Another way to get rid of the water is to pick it up with the bucket, obviously. Let's see if we got any more kind of random water anywhere. Nope, I think we're good. We're good. All right, and then let's get my bike. And back to the water we go. Aha, I like the parking spots. Look at that. You got a handicap parking spot, too. Nice. Nice, nice. Like that. That's Row building that. Looks great. Looks great. And everybody's building their kind of own little space, which is a lot of fun. Keep going with this water action. Hope to get this done soon, and I can move on to the next thing. How are we looking on time? Looking good, looking good. I think we might get this done. My goal is to get this done tonight. And then they can just cook away to their heart's content. And I will consider that particular build done for now. So we're not going to have any shortage of buckets. a lot of fun. More buckets. All right, looking good. Back to the bike. And away we go. What's up, Kismet? Says a Voodoo. What's up, Voodoo? I am building some mega builds, as you can see here. The whole community's in here building a whole bunch of stuff on what we call our cement biome, a.k.a. Oh, I should park in my spot. Let me just park in my spot here, everybody. There we go. Got my name on it. Yeah, we're building a giant cement area where people can build different things. And I'm right now working on my pool, my upstairs pool. One of the problems, I tried to build a water tower, but it just, wasn't to my liking, so I decided to tear it completely down. And now what I'm doing is working on a pool. Now, of course, I want to get the pool to be up at a second level. So I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can just kind of keep pouring this at a second level and see what happens. I did experiment with this before, and it did work, where you could actually pour the water, and it starts to fill up on a second level. Oops. It starts to fill up on that second level, and it does take a little bit to get it started. So what I do is I just keep clicking it in the same spot until it gets that water started. Now, one of the things that I would like to see what happens is when it gets further away from the wall. So I'm using the wall right now as kind of like a backsplash. So I throw it up against the wall, and then the wall is what's actually making it kind of splash out of there. See? I just keep using that same spot. You can see it starting to grow little by little as I just keep throwing that water down. And it just keeps spreading, spreading, spreading. So again, using the backsplash there seems to work pretty good. Got all my buckets done. Again, just keep pressing it against that backsplash, like so. And it's like the water starts to flatten out a bit. Again, just keep pouring it, pouring it, pouring it. Oh, there we go. See, we got a spot there. Up, and now we are completely full. Completely full. So up we go. Couple too many buckets there. You don't want to make enough. Let's go ahead and put some over here. If I have some open spaces, this makes it easier for me to put the other ones in, the other ones back out. All right, so we're trying to go to a second level of.
Sorry about that.
Oops. Second level of our pool here. So we're gonna go ahead and we got that going across there. Let's go ahead and start back here in the corner. I think we could probably get this side fairly built up along this inner edge. There we go. Just keep pouring it along there. Oh, getting cold again. I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold. Every 2 seconds in this game. Every 2 seconds. There we go. And keep pouring until it comes forward. Nice, nice. And we got 2 left. Pour some over here. There we are. All right.
I just did the same thing.
Starting to work. Starting to work, everybody. We got it kind of a 2 level here.
I'll be right back.
This is going to be the largest container of water I've ever built. And it's not leaking, so that's good. Not leaking is awesome. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, everybody. It's day 245. Horde night coming up. Horde night coming up here in just a minute. Can I get my water done by then? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be close. Someone dropping a whole bunch of bits. Thank you so much for the 10 bits there, Zealand. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Thanks for the bit love. Hi, honeys. I'm home. Kismet, wasn't that lake already shallow? Yes, when I tried to drown myself in it, I couldn't do it because it was so shallow, which was funny. I had to crouch to drown myself. You'd be like, Kismet, why were you drowning yourself in the water? Well, I wanted to jump back to our other base so I could ride a moped over here and bring a bunch of stuff when we moved our base, because we started a whole other area. And then we decided to move out here and make our own little cement biome. And then, of course, that allows us to build a lot of cool stuff as well. I don't know if even this is going to be enough water, but we're going to keep trying. Gonna keep trying. And again, notice how we don't have much problem with zombies, he says, right before some zombies jump out and try to eat his face. Now, it'd be really cool if they had boats in this game, because then you could, like, you know, build your own, like, little harbor where you could take the boats out, right? That would be fun. That would be fun. Here we go. All right. Again, just a few minutes left until Horde Night. Gonna get my bike. Head back over here. Back into town. See if I can get this done by Horde Night. We may just do Horde Night and call it after that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Get this done. Oh yeah, this is not going to be done anytime soon. This is going to take a while. There we go. We're going to try to see how much we can get. We'll see if we can just keep bringing it out in this direction by hitting the side walls. There we go. And then again here. Slowly. Dang, that's a lot of water. That is a crazy ton of water. Come on, there we go. No. No. I wanted to put it down. Like you gotta pour 2 buckets in the same spot. So one there, and then one again. Nope, don't want to let me do it the second time. And then fill it in again. That works very weird. I hear a whole group of peeps coming in. See how awkwardly weird that the water works? That's really, really awkward. Really, really awkward, because you'd think you would pour it once, and then you pour it a second time, and then it would just go out 2 blocks instead of 1. But it's really just like attrition. You just keep pouring it and pouring it and pouring it until it finally does what you want it to do. At least that's my method. Alright, we got to get prepped and ready for Horde Night. We got to finish this up. We got 3 more buckets. Or 5 more buckets. Keep pouring this along this edge. Come back, pour it a little bit more, and that's it. That's all we got. Definitely hear some action out here. Dead, dead, and more dead. All right. Let's get prepped and ready. All right, how are we looking on bullets? Let's go ahead and gear up. And get ourselves some kits. And what else do we got? Food, food, food. Apparently, someone took all the food out of there. Let's go check the drive-thru. Have some peas. That's going to take a long time. Let's check over here. Ah, here we go. Now we got some stuff going on. Let's have a roasted bear thing. Boom. That's how you get her done right there. Let's go ahead and put this in raw water. Like this. And we need those buckets. We'll come back and get them another time. Repair gun. I have some more of my stuff I dropped in here. What else do we need? Maybe some steel for repair. We'll get our auger just in case. We've got our sniper. We've got our club. We're going to need repair kits. Let's just put those on me. What else we're going to need? Maybe a little bit of water action. Let's go ahead and drink some of that while we're thinking about it. What else do we got up in here? Not really. Other thing, my coat, I think, is the other thing. My coat needs to be repaired, too. I need a cloth fragment to repair my coat. I think you probably have to spec into that as well. Probably have to spec in to that. Alright, what else? Let's go ahead and repair my weapon. Oh, that's right, I can't repair it. I gotta have the book to repair it. That's right. I got a box somewhere. Just realized, what do I have in this box? From building before. I got a whole bunch of stuff just sitting in here. I gotta get that out of there. Get all that stuff out of there. Some random stuff just sitting in there. Let me go ahead and get all that stuff out of there. Wear my coat. Could be utilizing that. Could be utilizing those resources just sitting in there. Alright. Got that going. What else do I really need? Probably a backup weapon, because my weapon is probably going to get broken. Probably going to get broken. So I will grab me another sniper just in case. No rocket launchers yet. Man, we got to get busy. Busy looting, too, on top of just building stuff. We got to get out there and bring in the loots. Bring in the loot action. All right, making my way to the kill box. About to be horde night.
Okay, headed over there, too.
All right, so I use my M24 here, which gives me 35 bullets, which is pretty awesome. So I don't have to reload as much. And then, of course, I can use the other sniper, which has about 5 bullets each. So we're getting ready for horde night. There you go. There you go. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out again in the stream. We're about to do horde night. About to get into lots of trouble up in here. Mods, if we go ahead and find a raid target while we are doing horde night here, that would be awesome. Awesome sauce. Look at the sun going down over that mountain over there. Cool, cool. Cool stuff. There we go. Dropping some love. Some making it rain. Gray right now giving you guys 30 Kiz caps. Pretty awesome. Hopefully my mods throws that in the chat for you guys. Dishing out that make it rain. Let's get ready to rumble. La, 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 la. I'm gonna have me some strawberries. How about that? Oh man, just a couple minutes away. Couple minutes. Oh, maybe less than a minute. Still haven't extended. Every time I get over here, I realize that's the moment in which we should have extended all of this. At least we cut down the trees around this area. Really need to extend it out just so it's dirt, so they can spawn. And here we go. Coming in northeast. Boom. Decided to blow up. Oh, here they come, everybody. Let's get our snipe on. Wow, come on. All right, got to get in the zone, everybody. Got to get in the zone, man. My sniping is off today. What's the deal? There we go. You notice I usually shoot the big ones. Try to shoot the big ones first because they're the ones who do the most damage. And if you notice, we're playing War of the Walkers. Playing War of the Walkers, so we have some different mobs as well. Some that are armored, as you can see. Also bandits in this mod. There we go. Hold still, Jumbo. As you can see, I love the headshot. Dang it. I'm hitting him, he's just not dying. Never trust that they're dead. Never trust that they're dead. Now, I'm not going to be watching chat for a second for obvious reasons. Got to keep killing me some zombies. But if you do have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. Put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red. I'll be happy to check out the chat here after I'm done shooting some zombies in the head. Cops coming in. Dang it. Have a seat. Have a seat again. Look at these guys down here. They're everywhere. There we go. Oh, this guy way out there. The way out there shot. Yeah, just when he got out of that hole, he sniped him. Oh, look at that headshot. That was a good one. Look at them all over here partying on this side. Now, when they fall down, great time to take their heads off. Now, down below there is the kind of bottom part of the kill box here. And you can see Rose down here shanking them. Now, our mobs are much harder because we have it on survival mode. Survivalist mode. You might see it might take a few shots. That's why I like to get him with a headshot. Stop being crazy. Stop being so crazy. Got it coming in. Interrupt him. Sorry to interrupt him. The guy got in my way. Holy moly. Suckers are all over the place. Myrtleizing them. Interrupt. Get out of my way. Oh, look at this. Hip fire. That's a lot of mobs. Turn that down a little bit. Get him. Holy mackerel. Look at them all. Now, you don't want them sitting on the edge of your base too long because that's when they start doing damage. I'm hip firing people's heads off. Now we're doing good. All right, get this cop. Don't want him blowing up in front of our base. What's up, Goldilocks? All right. Whoo, mama. That was a lot of bad guys. That's a lot of zombies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's it for that gun. Gotta switch out. Now again, that's why I always have a backup. I always have a backup. Trying to get that guy, and I got the guy behind him, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny. Bugger off. I try to lead her, and then she stops going to that end, and she changes her angle of running. It's just skeet shooting at this point. Oh, headshot. Reload. Double shot. Like a half second of lag. You gotta get used to that lag. So sometimes they, like when you shoot, they move their head at that very second. So you have to kind of compensate for it, but once you get it going, Your mouse doesn't act funny. Or it does. They can actually zoom in too, by the way. I rarely do. I rarely do, just for the fun of it. It seems like she's dead. The way to really make sure they're dead is to shoot them again. There's an insane amount of loot out here, everybody. Look at that loot. Look at this loot. That's a crazy ton of loot. Oh. I find the way to really know if they're dead is if they don't have a face. If they've got no head. That's how you know. Yep, that guy ain't getting up. That guy ain't getting back up again. Those ones ain't getting up. Alright, let's go back on the roof. Now, just so you know, we're not anywhere close to being done yet. It's 2 o'clock. We gotta go till 4. Let's get up here and shoot some more peeps. A little bit easier to shoot down on them. More chance of a headshot, or if you miss, you'll hit a body shot. Also, if they fall down, you can try to shoot them while they're down. That one's still twitching. Dead. Dang it. There we go. Nice. Wow, caught up to the spawn. That's crazy. I also have my sniping turned way up, by the way, too. I can just straight up just hit them, and they'll die as well. Without trying to headshot them. Headshotting is part of the fun. I actually do better hitting them further away than up close, which I think is funny. A lot of reloading in this gun. Headshot on that one, nice. Another level up, another headshot. Really, they both didn't die. Dead now. There we go. Getting a little bit more zoned in. These guys are just getting murderized. I see you trying to sneak in over there. Where'd buddy go? Dead, dead, and more dead. Gone. Oh, daytime! Time to get up and club! Meep meep! Meep meep! Meep meep! Just murdered it in the hole there. Get up in the club! Boom! What you got? Catch us with your face. Good job. There we go. Now that is a crazy ton of loot. And there's still more over there. Getting shot. Holy moly, look at this. That is a lot of insanity.
What a mess.
That is a crazy ton of sweet loot right there. Sweet loot as far as the eye can see, everybody. Let's check it out. I forgot my axe again. I forgot my axe. Let me get an axe here and I'll come help them clear that up. Then we'll go send the love train. Now, again, if you have a comment or question for me, my name is Kismet. Thank you, Captain Staples, for that host as well. These guys are super crazy. Are those walls indestructible? Nope. They are not indestructible. They are made out of... oh, I forgot my axe. They are made out of... just change the sign to something. They are made out of polished steel. They are not indestructible. And by the way, when we crank it up to 4,000 zombies, they can't break through there. But what you do is you build it up here to metal. Well, first you start with concrete, like this. Then you build it up to metal, and then, of course, you get the polished steel, and then you can paint the polished steel on there. You can see it's worth 12,000. The thing is we try to kill them before they, of course, do too much damage to the wall. Now, these guys do a lot more damage than the normal ones do. Oh, there's a rocket launcher. Yay. Do a lot more damage than in the normal mode. This is like 2 modes up. As well, and I'm just going to grab all the loot here. Now, if you notice how I kind of clear it all first, because the ones that are empty will just disappear, and the ones that are not empty will leave the stuff behind. Like so. Now, he's kind of doing that corner there. I'm going to go ahead and back up over here, step on some spikes. Walk out here a little bit further away from the base. They're doing theirs.
I need to relog. I'm glitched.
Alrighty. And boom. There we go. I'm full now. Now, the cool thing about War of the Walkers, which is the mod we're using right now, is that it has a massive amount of space in your actual bike. So the smart thing to do, of course, is to get your bike and to bring it. Oh, actually, some mobs right here. To bring your bike and just stack everything in your bike. Like you can see, I've already got a ton of stuff in there, which I obviously forgot to take out at some point. So we're going to go ahead and put all this loot in there. Oops, don't want to switch my chassis around, which I just did several times. And we'll go ahead and clear all this loot as well. Get all that picked up. It's literally right next to the drop box and nobody got it. That's funny. That's funny. All right, then we'll go back out here. Like so. Now, the cool thing about clearing these like this is that they will stay here forever. Pretty much. Unless you go too far away, I guess. But they'll stay there for a pretty long time, and you can go in and grab all the loot like this. And so you know it's worth your time to go into the inventory if they're like that, because that means it actually has some loot in there. And of course, I'll show you all the loot here at the end after we loot all this. A lot of loot. A massive amount of loot. Now, of course, I've got my scavenging all the way up in this particular playthrough, so that I can come out here and get all the good stuff. Lots and lots of sweet loot. Like so. Bam. Now, another cool thing about when you're using your bike is that, of course, anything that you got that you already had before will stack with whatever you got when you put it in there. All right, so if you've got, you know, pennies before, or if you got bullet casings and whatnot, all that stuff will stack into anything you have over here. And look how big that inventory is. Massive. Massive amount. Get over here and kind of do this corner over here. What I try to do is I try to not do right where somebody else is doing, right? Because it's kind of annoying when someone comes up and then Ro exactly does that. It's kind of annoying when you're chopping it down and then somebody else is like picking up the stuff that you're chopping. So I try to spread out. Like she's over there, I was over there, but I'm going to come over here. So that it's not like you're trying to get in there and somebody else is already in the one you're trying to get into. Because you both can't be in the same one in this particular game, which kind of sucks. I mean, you can do it in Arc and Dark and Light. Oh, look at this, more loot. Get in the club! Meep meep! Gank the guy in the back! Meep meep! Drive-by! Kismet drive-by! Taking him out. I could shoot him, but it's more fun to just smack him in the head! Smack him in the head! Get this one! Meep meep! Got that one! Someone liked that so much I hit the follow button. Steadliness dropped the dragon hammer! Crushed the follow button and became part. Boom! Come here, you. Of the Kismet army, I'm just going to snipe him in the face. There we go. And then this guy, boom, in the head. You out of there. Gank! Just like in PvP, always gank the guy in the back. Why? Because he's not paying attention like this guy right here. Look at this guy. Boom. Oh! Come on. Got that guy. Got that guy. And then I get to a point where I'm just like, okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Really? Really? How many shots does it take to shoot you in the face? Apparently a whole lot. Bye-bye. Boink. And that's game over. That is game over, everybody. Additional loot. Look at this. Look at this additional loot from Wandering Hordes. And Wandering Hordes are the best ones to chop up because they don't always really give you that much loot. Right? They give you a very slim amount of loot. So it's best to chop them up first so you're not going in and out of those corpses so much, because a lot of those are going to be just empty, see? A lot of them are empty. There's nothing in them, so kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, horrors. But there we go. Who else dropped the Dragon Hammer? Ragnarok V64 dropped the Dragon Hammer, crushed the follow button, became part of the Kismet army. Welcome, welcome. Show them some love in the chat. Meep, meep. Love it. You like that, Markovit? That's my favorite thing to do. I call it the Kismet drive-by. I go by and go, meep, meep, boom, and I smack him in the face. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, I think I'm actually going to try to remember to clear my bike this time. Now, here's a little thing you want to do right over here in the drop boxes. If I can find the drop. Where's the heck are the drop boxes? I thought they were over here by the drive-thru. They're right here. Okay. What you want to do in the drop boxes is basically take everything that can stack. And I like to grab just a lot of the common stuff. Mechanical parts is good. Raw iron, flesh. Bone is another good one. Lead. Feathers, say. All right. And then this stuff doesn't stack. Let's take that out of there. Stuff that stacks a lot. Like water's a good thing. Glue. Maybe not so much pennies. Glass jars. Just a lot of the common stuff. That's probably good enough. And then do what I call a drop box run. So you hit R, and you just grab as much as you can and stack it. Just keep hitting R. And all that stuff from all the drop boxes will drop onto your character. And then I'll go, like, say, to drop box 7. Now that I know I've cleared all of the stuff that was in there. Like so. And then now that stuff is not only stacked there, but it's also stacked throughout all of the drop boxes because I pulled out as much as I could as well. And then I'll just start to go through and grab random stuff and see how much of that stuff stacks as well. And just kind of backwards work my way through, and that comes from being the quartermaster quite often. So again, I'll go in, hit R, try to work my way across. It just helps a lot for sorting later. So, because there's always somebody who has to come back and sort all of that. And it takes a lot of time if it's in multiple stacks all over the place. So again, we know that this stuff has now been cleared from all of that. It's all been stacked properly. And here we go. Now, some of the stuff, of course, you know, it's not going to be perfectly stacked because you'd have to, you know, really worry about the way it what you're taking out of there. But me, I just at least give it a sweep while I'm at it. It just saves time in the long run. If you're going to put it in the drop box, you might as well see if you can stack up as much as you can. And sweep it across like that. And then we'll fill up whatever we got here. There we go. And then we go to drop box 6.
I am calling it a night.
Have a good night.
Good night, Gwen. See ya. All right. That was Gwen. Say goodnight to Gwen in the chat, everybody. Say goodnight to Gwen in there. Let's keep on going. Look at all this loot we got in here. We got all sorts of stuff we're building with. I don't know where all this stuff came from, but we're definitely going to keep the food. Don't need the tokens. Don't need that food. Let's leave this food. Oh, that's a recipe. Let's actually just read that. There we go. Always want to leave some food and water in your bike. As well as, in this case, some cement and various other things. But we're going to go ahead and just drop all this stuff here in drop box 6. Oh, almost forgot to run the drop boxes. There we go. I'm also taking some stuff from these other drop boxes and putting it in here. There we go. And then I can go to drop box 7 and see if there's anything else I can stack there. So you can just kind of come back, hit R there. There we go. We've kind of stacked everything up like so. Here we go. Looking good. Looking good. And then you can do the same thing with drop box 1. So you hit R to grab all that. R. So you're basically just stacking everything after Horde Night so that it doesn't have a problem. You're consolidating it all. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. And nicely consolidated here at the end. Nice. Alright, same thing. Gonna go to drop box 1, grab what I can, and consolidate it across. And end up in drop 6. I think drop 7's already cleared. Yep. I'm gonna put that in drop 7. And put that in there first, and then 6. Now we're down to 5, so we'll grab everything out of 5. We'll backtrack a little bit here. Alright, and then back to 5. Put all that in there, take this out. Because there's so much stuff to sort. Again, if someone's going to sort it, you might as well like help them a little bit by clearing the drop boxes left to right. So there we go. And then again, R. Just keep doing this over and over. This literally will save you hours of your life, what I'm doing right now. Is quick consolidating everything. All right. Same thing. You can also take all the stuff that doesn't stack and put that in its own separate thing. That makes it go really fast as well, like shopping baskets, suits, and clothing. Stuff that'll only stack by 1, that goes really fast as well. Really fast as well to do it that way. There we go. And again, go across every box. There we go. And back to 5. And 4. Grab all that out of there. 1 and 2 are empty now. Yeah. All right, looking good. And there we go. Now we're on 4. Speaking of polished steel, there's that reinforced polished steel that we use on our kill box. And they have actually broken through our kill box before. It's very rare that they get through the kill box now, though, because we usually kill them faster than they can get through the drop box. Or through the kill box. But it does happen from time to time. Alright, one last little run. And we have consolidated all of the drop boxes, just like that. All of the loot is now stacked as efficiently as possible. So we'll go ahead and put all that back in there again. It's just something nice to do for the person who's sorting it. Sometimes I'm sorting it, sometimes other people are sorting it, sometimes Ro is sorting it. But it's just something nice to do is to condense those boxes down. Now we have room, of course, for even more stuff to drop in there, right? You got kind of a quarter of that, and you've got 3 drop boxes that are empty, and you've kind of moved all the loot forward. So when people come up and they check drop box number 1 to see if they can drop stuff in there, it is open. So I try to move it down, and then, of course, sort from the end that way, and then let everybody keep doing their drop box stuff. Or I'll make even more drop boxes and do it that way. It's actually easier when you have lots of resources already to have more drop boxes. To have like 20 drop boxes and wait for them to fill up and then consolidate it like I did and then put the resources away. And instead of just having like 2 drop boxes and then constantly be sorting it, unless that's your thing. It's really up to you. It's up to you. Kismet, are you going to try State of Decay when it comes out? It looks awesome. I don't know. I don't even know what State of Decay is. Let me Google it. Hold on. I'll Google it. Let's take a look. What is it? It's a survival video game. Oh, no, I have seen that one. Yeah, I have seen that one. I didn't know what the name of it was. I don't know. I don't play many survival-based games. I don't just play them because they're survival-based. I play this game because it's incredibly fun. It's incredibly fun to build, and the Horde Nights are really fun. All of that stuff makes this game exceptional in that way. Is that I love the building. The building is truly exceptional. I love the crafting is really great as well. The crafting window, just pulling up the crafting window and then typing what you're looking for is really awesome. And then, of course, the multiplayer is also super fun as well. Oh, I forgot. I left my bike out in the middle of the road. Left my bike in the middle of the road. All right, gonna park my bike in my spot. In my spot. Or I'm gonna jump off my bike on accident. There we go. Boom! And now I'm too hot again. I'm hot, I'm cold. I'm hot, I'm cold. All right. And I think we're looking good. Let's go take a look at what we got done today. We went ahead and we tore down the upper level. We were going to do a water tower, but I decided against it. It just sucked. And if it sucks, it's got to go. Look at this. We're building a giant pool in here. We're building a giant pool. I've already got it at 2 level here. You could swim underneath it like so. And I'm going to continue to try to flatten this out all the way across here. at kind of like a double level of the pool. Now, it does seem to be working fine, though. It doesn't seem to be leaking or anything like that. So if anybody needs to come up, we're going to have more than enough water up here to have for cooking and whatnot. So that's pretty fun. Pretty fun, just making a nice, cool little pool there. And that's it for this time. Whoop. What's it shooting at? Oh, way over here. He's dead. Shammy. All right. And I think we're going to leave it at that. Now, I always like to, this Kismet Army compound. I always like to log out by the kill box in case I log in and it's actually Horde Night. Next Horde Night is 252. We're at 246 right now. Unless it's actually a Horde Night, so that's why I always like to log out in the kill box over here. And heading out. And I think Ro went AFK, so I'm going to let him know via chat here. Have a great night. There we go. Let Ro know to have a great night. And I'm going to go ahead and hide out or jump out of there. There we go. There we go. We'll just hide out up here and log in next time. Look at that. Awesome. Awesome building. This is one of these games you can just play for hours and hours and hours on end. Let's go ahead and jump up to the to my overseer's office. Boom! And let's go ahead and get ready to raid, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. If you are new to my stream, make sure to hit that follow button so you can see the next time I go live. I will be back on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Fallout 4, and, of course, some more 7 Days to Die. Work some more in our compound, get that going on. I hope to finish that pool by then, and then, of course, move on to something else, more into the next thing I need to get done for crafting and whatnot here in the thing. Also, we need to set up some defenses around the base and probably start working on our more advanced kill box. That will allow us to eliminate any and all bad guys. Now, usually what we do by this time, especially by day 246, is we have, of course, our blade traps and all of our defenses. In this case, you don't really need it. You barely need it. You just need a whole lot of bullets in this case. Whole lot of bullets, or you just run around and blow them up if you got some explosive ammo as well. So a lot of fun, a lot of fun. So hang out. You look like an actor. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, I guess. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to try it, but I'll take a look at it. Grab your rifle to repair it, Kismet. I'm going to let somebody else grab it and do it as well. Kiz, water for you. That water is for the whole entire clan. It's for the people who are making food. They can just run upstairs, dip like 500 things into the water and do it. Now, usually we just make a little jacuzzi, and that works pretty good too. But I don't know. I went above and beyond there. I was making a water tower, and I thought, I don't like it. I don't like it. Tearing it down. It doesn't work. You can't make it out of glass, which sucks, because then it leaks, and then also you can't see through it. And then, I guess you could make it out of double ply glass, right? You can make it double level glass and then try it there. But you can't see the water, so that defeats the whole purpose of having the water if you can't see it. So it's like impossible to see where it's at. And it just makes it less cool. Less cool! But we're going to go ahead and show some love here. We're going to go ahead and send the Kismet Love Train out to somebody. I'm going to go ahead and pull up who we're going to do, and then we're going to go ahead and start up that raid and send it out there. Let's see who we got. Who do we got lined up? Let's see if my mods are on the ball today. They usually are. They are usually on the ball. Who do we got? Gonna click some buttons and check it out. Oh, all right. Seems like a good plan. We'll go show them some love. Let's go get them. Let me go ahead and get in my chat here. Let's throw the host. Or actually, let's get the raid hype first. Surprised none of my mods put that in the chat. Raid hype. Love 2, love 3, and love 4. Who's it just knocked him off the bit boss? Andre coming in at the end. Knocking him off the bit boss. That was pretty sneaky. That was pretty sneaky. Let's go ahead. Yeah, Andre, it's going to be you. Because the second I throw the raid command, that's when it is. So if you guys want to be the bit boss, now's your chance. Let's go ahead and raid. Now we're going to go ahead and raid Arkham on Hinge. I want you guys to go ahead and grab it over here, depending on your tier. If you are tier 1 sub, you can go ahead and grab that Kismet Love Train. You can grab the Kismet Love Train and also the engine, or you can, if you're a tier 3 sub, you can grab that last one, like I'm going to do. And we're going to go ahead and throw that Love Train on Arkham over here. Let's go do it.
Big bada boom.
Oh, nope. Somebody else coming in, dropping the big bada boom. Rose trying to be the bit boss. Oh, it's a bit war here at the end of the stream. Bit war alert. Where did I just go? I just clicked on his thingy and it didn't pop up. There it is. All right. There it is. Pop it out as a separate window here. I have another machine over here that I am trying to get it to go. There we go. And let's throw him some love. Now, let's get ready to go. Boom! Right up here at the top of the chat, there's going to be a thing that says join. Go ahead and click that join button. That's going to allow you to be part of the raid. We're going to go in there. We're going to throw it in his chat. Now, of course, wait for me, everybody. Wait for me. Let's get over there, and let's blow up his stream. Let's see what he's doing right now. Looks like he's digging some frames. Digging some frames. He's digging it, everybody. He's digging it. And I'm going to go ahead and just throw the raid tonight. We're not going to do the Love Train overlay, but we'll go ahead and throw that out. Got another few seconds. Now, again, I will be back on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Fallout 4, playing some 7 Days to Die, hanging out with you guys. So I will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.